I want to give you a challenge. Make yourself believe that this video came by chance. The lights, the camera, myself included, all collided together one day and by chance, by an accident, came out with this video. Make yourself believe that a computer created itself and began to cut up the video and add music, which by the way had no composer, all of a sudden made this video. And all of a sudden this computer uploaded this video on YouTube and the title, the description, and the tags appeared by chance. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people in the world that can fall asleep believing that there is no God. Now let me tell you something. As much as you believe that this video came by chance, the truth is, it didn't. God's existence does not depend on our own mind. There are two possibilities. One, there is a God, and if there is a God, we have to find out who he is and what he wants and do what he says. And two, there is no God. And if there's no God, we're in big trouble because we're traveling through space at 66,000 miles an hour and no one's in charge.
No one's in charge!
That's right, folks. No one's in charge.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? There's no one to help us. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? 66,000 miles an hour. No one's in charge.
Absolutely no one. My name is Tim Azevedo, and I'm here to tell you that evolutionism is stupid. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, evolutionism is quite the theory. If you don't believe that there's a God, well, that's probably the best theory you should stick with. Hey, Tim, hey, Tim, it's not evolutionism, it's evolution. You got it wrong, man. You're stupid. Actually, I do mean to say evolutionism, because evolutionism is unscientific. It's a belief system. It's something you have to believe. And not only is it stupid, it's dangerous. Charles Darwin once said, "Often a cold shudder has run through me as I have asked myself whether I may have devoted myself to a fantasy." As much as I try to teach you that evolutionism is fact, evolutionism is not based on factual science. One of the 6 different types of evolution is cosmic evolution, also known as the Big Bang Theory. They say the Big Bang started 20 billion years ago. Some simple questions. What exactly exploded? Where did it come from? And where did this energy come from? I mean, it takes energy to create an explosion. The Big Bang Theory states that it all started with a tiny little dot, like this one. And this tiny little dot spun around so fast, but I mean so fast, then exploded faster than the speed of light, and all of that created everything we see today. Okay. Here's another question. Where did the laws come from? I mean, the universe is run by laws, right? I mean, we have the law of gravity, centrifugal force, inertia. I mean, who gave all these laws? The evolutionists would say,
We don't know.
Now, where did the energy come from? It takes energy to create a Big Bang, right? The evolutionists would say,
We don't know that either.
Another type of evolution is macroevolution, changing from one animal into a completely different kind of animal. No matter what they tell you, you cannot prove that one animal produced another kind of animal.
But there are many fossils that prove the different stages.
No, if you find a fossil in the dirt, all you know is that it died. You don't know if it had any kids, let alone different kids. You can't bring a bone to court and say,
"Well, I believe this was my ancestor a long, long time ago."
There are no fossils that show missing links or transitional forms that prove that one animal evolved into a completely different animal. Dr. Stephen Gould, who was once an American paleontologist, evolutionary biologist, and historian of science, said, "The absence of fossil evidence for intermediary stages has been a persistent and nagging problem for evolution." Well, if evolution is indeed a fact, we should be finding thousands of transitional forms. Alright, now it's time for a trivia question, alright? Put your thinking caps on. Alright, which one is not like the other? A wolf? A coyote? A dog?
Hey, cute dog.
Or a banana? Oh, small banana. A wolf?
A coyote.
A dog? Or a banana? A wolf?
Or a banana.
You know, many college professors can't tell. Ready? Ready? Go fetch! Did you know that the lug nuts of a Pontiac can actually fit on a Chevy?
That proves that they both evolved from Honda 14 million years ago.
No, the same engineers are designing these cars. Different types of dogs just prove that they were all made by the same designer.
Alright, it's story time. Story time. Evolutionists believe that 4.6 billion years ago, the Earth cooled down into a hard, rocky crust. It rained on these rocks for millions of years and turned this rock into soup, and then the soup came alive 3 billion years ago. And the early life form found someone to marry, they had something nice to eat, and slowly evolved into everything we see today.
Textbooks literally teach this. There are hundreds of varieties of dogs all over the world. You're telling me that all of these dogs came out of Noah's Ark? Okay, but you're saying that all the dogs from the world came from a rocky soup? Evolution is stupid because it has no logic. Why are so many people afraid of creationism anyway? Why does it seem like just the Bible brings forth so much upheaval? Suppose I came to you and I said, I want you to explain to me how computers came to be, but you can't use man as your answer. In the same way, the evolutionists would say,
We have to explain how the world got here, but we cannot use the supernatural as an explanation.
Sir Arthur Keith, who was once a physical anthropologist and anatomist who wrote the foreword of Darwin's The Origin of Species 100th anniversary edition, once said, evolution is unproven and unprovable. We believe it only because the only alternative is special creation, and that is unthinkable. It's obvious that the creator would be outside of the creation. This creator would be above and beyond. God created time, space, and matter, which means he's outside of time, space, and matter. God is not affected by time. Why do you think Hitler ordered the execution of nearly 6 million Jews plus others? Why did Kip Kinkle murder his parents, 2 other classmates, and shoot 26 other ones? Why would a student do that? Kip said, if there was a God, he wouldn't let me feel the way I do. There is no God, only hate. The 2 boys involved in the shootings of Columbine High School were strong evolutionists. They did the shooting on Hitler's birthday on purpose. They shot Isaiah Schultz just simply because he was black. Did you know that Darwin wants us to believe that black people are less evolved than whites? They shot Cassie and Rachel because they believed in God. One of the boys' shirts said natural selection on the front. Adolf Hitler thought he would speed up the process of natural selection and evolution. He honestly thought he was doing the world a favor. You know, what you believe determines how you behave. To top it all off, there is no scientific reason to reject the Bible, no scientific reason to reject the creation account, and no scientific reason to reject the idea of a creator. Someone can say, there are no absolutes. You can respond to them by saying, are you absolutely sure? The fact is, there are absolutes. I can take these toothpicks and drop them on the ground like this. I mean, sure, by chance this can create a letter, maybe even a word. But to say that in billions of years these toothpicks can someday create Webster's dictionary, I don't know, to me that's just stupid. Something like Webster's dictionary requires intelligence. The eyeball is so complex, no computer or camera can replicate it. How can you say that came by chance? You didn't come from an accident. It wasn't by chance, and you didn't come from a rock. Psalm 139:14 says, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. You can't believe that it all came from a big bang and that everything came by chance. I can't force you to believe that there's a creator. But one thing I can say is that evolutionism is stupid. Evolutionism is dangerous. But I assure you, there is a God. And this God made you and made everything around you. And you are special in His eyes. And yes, you were made with a purpose. Once again, my name is Tim Azevedo. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, Route 413, and keep watching. Now here's a question for you guys to comment down below. If you're watching this and you do not believe in God, how would your life change if one day you discover that there is a God? And if you're watching this and you believe that there is a God, how would your life change if you one day discover there is no God? Let me know. I want to know what you guys think. God bless you. Oh, and for those who don't believe in God, well, may the God that you don't believe in bless you.